Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm out here this evening just doing a walk around here on my property, checking on all of my plants. If you can't tell, it is raining outside, not too hard, and I'm actually standing under a tree right now to give me a little bit of shelter from it. But I decided to grab my phone real quick to kind of answer a question that gets asked quite frequently here on our channel. And it's something that really stresses out a lot of gardeners, myself included. And that's what to do when temperatures drop below freezing. The last couple of days out here in Michigan, it has been surprisingly warm, upper 70s, mid 80s kind of range. And tonight temperatures are actually supposed to dip down to just above freezing. Now, none of my plants are really going to be affected too much by that, but I will be honest, in that type of situation, if temperatures did drop below freezing, that's going to cause a lot of unnecessary stress on your plants and can really cause a lot of harm, especially depending on the type of plants that you have in the ground and really how long that temperature is going to stay below freezing. It's incredibly important that when you are selecting your plants and you're getting them in the ground, that you're doing it in a succession based on that temperature. So cold hardy crops are going to go in first, followed by those warm crops, followed by the heat tolerant crops. It's really important to make sure that you're planting and you have a schedule. I really recommend Google Calendar. I do set it up every December, and what I do is I create a new tab in Google Calendar that is a gardening tab, and then I go through and I manually input the dates for each of my plants. Now, yes, you do have to do it manually, but the great thing about this is you can set up reminders a week, 2 weeks, or even just the day before to remind you to get seeds started and when to get plants outside and into the ground. I think it helps out a lot. Farmer's Almanac, another great resource to learn your region's last frost date. If you don't have access to it, a quick Google search can help out with that. As you can see behind me here, we have pretty much everything planted, and I say pretty much because not everything is exactly ready. Our pumpkins, those are going to go in the ground in about 3 to 4 weeks still. That'll give us an end of October harvest. But as you can see here behind me, my tomatoes, my peppers, they're all in the ground. But I was very, very selective on the dates on when I was going to plant those outside to make sure that I wasn't overly stressing my plants out. Now, a lot of people like to get plants in the ground as soon as possible. Again, I'm one of those people. But if you get them in too early, that stress is going to cause more harm than really the benefit of getting them in maybe 2 or 3 weeks early. So another great reason to have a hoop house, greenhouse, something like that, so you can get them started outside a little bit sooner. Unfortunately, I just haven't had the time to get anything else planted in the hoop house. I did have some peppers planted in there, but I did take those out and I moved those around to the other side of our property. But with that said, guys, it's starting to rain out a little bit harder. I just wanted to give that quick reminder. For most regions here in the United States, most things can be planted now, but make sure that you're holding off on those last couple little things that may be kind of cold tolerant or heat tolerant that really aren't going to do real well in these cooler temperatures. With that said, guys, get out, get gardening. I hope you're enjoying it, and thanks for tuning into this video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.